Alrighty, here we go. Our finals. Jeff Smith takes on Jules Van Dongen in our singles cricket final. What do you guys say? This should be an entertaining one. William Stewart, Greg Tong once again joining me.
Hello, everybody.
Looking forward to a thriller. Let's get it. We'll start off on the 20s for Jeff. Pop open our scoreboard and get underway here.
Looks like just 1-9, 120 there for Jeff, a pretty low turn for him. Gives Jules a great opportunity here to jump on it.
Yeah, he's going to go down early. Look at this. Back up for the points. Good strategic move
That's
there.
a good punishment for that slack turn of Jeff's on that first turn.
I went out and made a rare chalking appearance as we ran out there to see where Jeff and Stowe Bunce were at in their match, and they only had one leg left, so I just hopped in real quick. Jeff's been playing well. He threw a 4-5 in that match to get to the final here.
Jules is continuing where he left off against his prior match with Alex Spellman last on the stream here. He's very sharp, it looks like. He's really making Jeff pay for his misses. Let me quickly explain something. You're probably wondering why it says DNU next to Jeff Smith's name. But let me explain. Jeff told me earlier in the tournament that he wasn't getting his Dart Connect notifications. So I took a look at the player list, and I saw there were 2 Jeff Smiths. And someone registered Jeff Smith with the wrong email, so there are 2 of them in there, and he used that Jeff Smith to register for the event. And unfortunately, we couldn't change that out after the event was already underway. So to prevent Jeff from using that name to register for future events, we added DNU, which stands for Do Not Use. So that's why you see DNU next to his name. We apologize if that's looks a little odd on the scoreboard.
Well, there you go, getting a little side view action of these players, and you get to check out their throw in detail. Love that look that we were able to provide you there. Yeah, we had a couple people on Facebook that were wondering that DNU as well, but it's kind of one of those things that I don't think we've ever seen that kind of occurrence happen where emails weren't sent out, but.
Well, you won't see that for the rest of the tournament because we did correct it, and Jeff should not be registering with the wrong name going forward. So,
exactly.
And he'll probably be back on the stream.
No,
so
I'm sure he will.
You won't see that DNU tomorrow or the rest of the weekend. Jeff doing the best he can to try to get back in this game, but I fear it's too late. Jules already was very sharp on his corks, on his bulls, on his last match. He's keeping that going here. Doesn't close it out, but gets 2. Pretty much a termination threatens for Jeff here unless he can really light it up. Not even nearly enough to get back on the points. Jules just needing 1 bull to get to the next leg.
That's exactly what he does. Good round for Jules.
A 4.3 average to a 2.6. That's pretty much, averages aren't everything. That does tell the story of this one.
And that is a break of throw, folks. So he's going to actually get the start here in this one. Jeff going to attack the 20s as well. Why wouldn't you? Especially when you're in that spot. And, oh, no. An unfortunate miss go.
And will Jules punish him again for it? Yes, he does, right off the bat. And looks like he's going to make it even worse with the 20s. Oh, can't cash in on the second and third dart. That does give Jeff a big break.
Yeah, trying to step over and find his way. Now going to step on over to the other side.
Just 3 singles. Again, low scoring for a player like Jeff Smith. So he's going to need to find his comfort level very quickly. Again, very short format, 1st to 2. Actually, no, it's 1st to 3.
First to 3, yeah, for the
final.
For the final, right. Yeah, as we can see there on the DC scoreboard, the step up for the final alone to that best of 5 format.
That just gives Jeff a little bit of hope after that first leg that he can get back into this match. But coming away with 1, that's those are not Jeff Smith darts, so he's going to have to turn it around. Jules not wasting any time to just put Jeff behind him.
Well, the thing is, even if you're in this position from Jeff, if you lose this leg, you're not out of it. We've seen a 2-0 deficit get erased to try to make that last leg decider happen, but we'll see. He's trying to fight and claw his way into this one right now.
Finally, a big 7 mark from Jeff Smith. Does get him an 8-point lead, but it's got 2 open numbers.
I'll tell you what, it's been nice to see. There's good amount of Canadians here this weekend, it looks like. Jim Long, Jeff Smith, to name a few.
Jeff, the triple's still eluding him when he needs a big turn. That 7 was a good help, but he needs like 2 7s in a row.
Jules just going after these 15s. Back up for some more points. Good collection with that big trip 20. Just putting this more out of reach.
It's such a heartbreaker when your opponent on his third dart throws a triple for points. It's really tough to come back from that kind of pressure. Possible 9 mark here.
Yeah, he's working his way over. Oh.
Is that in the trip 2?
That's a neighbor.
Oh.
That is a neighbor, unfortunate.
It's too bad the double 18 doesn't come in here too strategically for Jeff, because he'd hit that all day.
Oh, my goodness. He chooses that route all the time. I'm surprised if he wouldn't give the double 18 a go in certain occasions in cricket.
Has a chance to bring it back here on the Bulls, but just 2 is not enough.
Jules for the win in this leg to force a 2-0 win.
That's it.
Yep.
He didn't even know himself.
I don't
Hopefully
think
they realize. Do they realize
they
it's
don't
first
realize
to 3?
it's first to 3.
It's first 3. Wait, don't do anything.
Oh, I think they
Nope,
just
you're
realized.
still playing.
Oh.
Yeah. Jules has that sheepish grin.
The oops.
It's like, oops, I didn't win.
Well,
Jeff is still smiling about it.
We'll see if that's a factor in this
He's like,
one.
I can't believe I got a free turn here.
We'll see if it's a factor in this one
And
or
he
not.
Has his best first turn of this match so far with a 5 mark.
Maybe that's all he
Well.
needed. Was just a little spark of life. See him.
Jeff's never out of a match. I mean, now if he's comfortable now, then Jules is going to have to watch out.
Yeah, he's got that ton advantage now, and exactly what I said. He can get if he gets one, he should be okay.
This is the typical kind of thing that happens when you thought the match was over, and then whoop, another leg, and suddenly those triples a little bit smaller.
Exactly the case. I'm glad you mentioned it. We've all been there, done that one before. Yeah, good stuff from Smith. Just continues on. Leaves the 19s for Jules as he extends the house lead.
All right, and big 7 mark there, so he's put aside his shame for not knowing the format.
But Jeff's going back to work. Look at this.
You can't give Jeff Smith any inch. He just needs one more leg, one more turn to turn things around.
We saw Luke Humphreys give him an inch in New York, and he took it. 1-6-7 check to advance to the finals.
That's the thing about Jeff Smith. I mean, I've been watching him for years and years, and he never gives up.
No.
Never. Doesn't.
No.
He always puts the same effort into every turn. I've never seen Jeff throw a dart away. Never.
Just that kind of player. He's been solid. He's a savvy veteran now. You could say that because he made his BDO run. He's been in the PDC Tour for many years now.
I was up at the NDFC National Finals in June, and I saw some pictures someone had of Jeff when he was a youngster. He's got the same haircut, but much darker, and they say he was just as good back then.
Well, that was a good leg there, as it's a 5.5 in that leg to take it.
And again, this is alternate start, in case you're confused why they're not shooting the bull before for the leg. So that does make it a little softer for Jules, who does get the first turn of this leg from losing the last one. But Jeff punishing on 2 mark from Van Dongen there with a 7. So Jeff, earlier, the first leg, he was only averaging about a 2.3. Now he's got his average back up to 3.7. So you know that he's been firing it in for the last leg or so.
Does he attack the 19s early?
He's going to let Jules have the 19, going straight for the 18 to put more pressure on with some more points. Did he get the 4 mark on the 8?
He did.
Oh,
Yeah, he was trying to decide if he wanted to make that move down in the 19s or not. He elects to. Look at this from Jules.
so Jules is going to punish him for letting him have the 19 here. It's always a risky strategy.
It definitely is, but I think it's not necessarily a bad idea. Take a shot now, closes it. Good hit for Jeff.
Well, that's one of those, when it works very well.
Yep.
So give it a try, but I guess going forward, he might start closing numbers if Jules has one ahead of him.
I'll tell you what, I am digging Jeff's Cosmo jersey here. It's got that nice little old school kind of silky look to it.
It's almost like plaid, but with no color.
True. I mean, it's got that shine to it. Oh, man. Jules trying to hit the 17s for some more points.
Very, very tight leg here so far.
Yeah, and I mean, he took the stab to get the 17s.
So now it's going to be who misses a triple and who punishes them on the next turn. Jeff again opts to go forward for the 15 and not address that 17 anymore, or try to get more 16 points.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, he kind of gave himself the settle down motion there. Oh, is that in? It is in the trip 15. Big hits for Jules Van Dongen.
The trip 6 would have been huge. Jeff doing what he can on the 16. Got to use what your opponent leaves you. Again, Jeff back against the wall. Can't lose this leg or he loses the match.
Big hit. That ties us up.
Ooh.
Oh, my word. Go back. And
Oh.
a big 9. It's going to count as an 8, but
That could be a door closer there.
very much so.
Now, Jeff needs 5 bulls here at least, just to stay in the match.
Jules Van Dongen to try to go 2 for 2 on the weekend so far.
He's been very proficient on closing out these bulls, so it doesn't look good for Jeff.
Hey, you can use that as a marker.
Will Jeff get one
he's
more
gonna
turn?
Go up. He's going to go up.
Oh,
Oh, he didn't. He
nearly
stayed
fell
there.
out.
He kind of gave that motion that he was going to go up. I was like, what are you going to go for, my guy? But
Jeff needs 4 bulls to get the point lead. Not going to get it now. So Van Dongen will come back with a chance to close this out. 2 bulls shy of the point lead. Van Dongen needs 1. Ooh, way off. He's zeroing in. Getting closer. And he pulls it out.
well, there it is. Jeff Smith will be your runner-up in this one. Jules Van Dongen taking the title as he will go 2 for 2 so far for the weekend.